everyone, and welcome to another review from Colour with Claire. Today I've got the cutest little Polish colouring book to show you. This is called Puppies. As you can see, it is in Polish, and as you can guess, it is all about puppies. Now I've just got to apologise for a second if you do hear any banging or clattering in the background. I'm having my roof replaced and it's doing my head in, but hopefully it won't show up too loudly on the video. Okay, back to the book. So, Polish illustrator. As you can see, it is a glossy cover, and on the back we've got a few thumbnails partially coloured of some of the images inside. We open up, we've got the title page, and then we've got a little quote from George G. Vest. And obviously if you want to check what that quote means, you could use a translator app or type it into Google Translate if you really want to, but they are just sprinkled throughout the book, these quotes. Now you can see the three little sleeping puppies here. You could colour that as well if you wanted to, and then we're on to the first proper illustration of the book. So this one is the title illustration or the cover illustration of the sleeping puppies, and you've got the sunset in the background over the water here and some very, very detailed bedding and curtains. So if you're into intricate designs, this is definitely one for you. So again, we have the quote on the left hand side, the illustration on the right, and we've got a cute little spaniel dog just shuffling down the stairs here on the stair rug, and again lots of pattern and detail. On this one, cute little, I'm not sure what that could, it could be any kind of dog, couldn't it really? I'm guessing it's a baby husky, and then we've got a ballerina here, so he's trying to copy his ballerina owner or friend, and they're in front of this big mirror with the bar in a studio, dance studio. Then we've got one set in the woods, a little bit of a Red Riding Hood thing going on here with a little puppy of a wolf cub, and she's got her basket full of fruits and little jam jars and things that she's been collecting and creating, and then you've got all of the trees and the woodland in the background as well. Now we've got we've got a bulldog and what could be a golden retriever and a little chihuahua looking up at this rather prissy looking cat, which is just about to tip over the teacup on the table here. Again, loads and loads of detail, very patterned, very floral, very kind of shabby chic, granny chic type materials and curtains and things here. This looks like a little pug, and he's on his bed with his little teddy, and that is on the rug near the sofa. I'm just describing these illustrations, but we are in what looks like a high-rise flat or something. We've got all the flats in the background there. So this is the newspaper stand, all the different, the New York Times, the Guardian, Le Figaro, Forbes, and then the puppy is just taking the paper for his owner, I'm guessing. It's going to be all rolled up and all salivary and slobbery when he gets it home. So here we've got what looks like a basset hound, and it's a really rainy sort of wintry, autumny day outside. You can see all the leaves are blowing around. We've got the storm clouds, and it looks really, really comfortable and cosy amongst all these blankets and cushions here in the window seat. We've then got this old granny type lady, and she's holding up her, I know what this dog is and I always forget the name of it. My uncle had one. Yeah, I can't remember, but very, very sweet, very kind of folded skin dog, very, you know what I mean, folded skin dog. And then we're in the garden, so again loads of flowers. You could make this like a huge burst of wildlife and wildflowers and colours and everything everywhere. Okay, so here we've got the dog leaning his head out of the car window. Why do dogs love to do that? I don't know, but my dog does, my little Rosie. She absolutely loves it, even though she hates travelling. So he's got his head out the window. We've got leaves blowing everywhere, so it's a really windy day, and yeah, he's loving it. So here it looks like we're in an art gallery. So again, we've got that cat from earlier with matching facial expressions to her owner, and then they're looking on rather disdainfully as this little Dalmatian pup seems to have had a bit of an accident in the gallery. Another dog I know the name of but can't remember, and he's holding his lead, wagging his tail. You can see the movement here, ready to go out, and his tail is wagging along with this cuckoo clock pendulum going along here. So he is desperate to get out for his walk. Now I love this because you've got this really big, muscly, sort of world's strongest man, Herculean, tattooed guy, just really sweetly petting his little puppy that's like fits into the palm of his hand. It's a really cute little illustration, even though you've got this, you know, this huge masculine guy. Masculine. I went a little bit James Bond there, didn't I? What's his name? Sean Connery. And then in the background, you've got a kind of a tattoo background as well, with the octopus and the anchor as well. This one's really, really detailed. This looks like some type of kind of gypsy woman, Romany gypsy, I'm not sure, but it looks like she's magicking this dog, who's in sort of a locket type thing with a cushion, and she's sort of magicking him out of the lamp. So here, this is a fun one. It's an outdoor one. I can imagine loads of sky blue, loads of bright green for all of the hills and everything in the background. You've got the sheep and butterflies and bees absolutely just swarming across the sky, and then you've got the cute little sleeping puppies here. And I don't know if this is a ram. It hasn't got the horns, but I guess it's the, what's a female sheep? Anyway, she's looking after the puppies. It's a ewe, isn't it? Oh dear, right, okay, so again we've got a little kitten here in the centre on his little cushion, and then loads of different breeds of puppies around the kitten. So we've got puppies looking up at the table again, waiting to see if any scraps might fall from this parakeet or a cockatiel. I'm not sure which one. He just seems to be eating the berries and the grapes off of the plate. We've then got another couple of dogs, really, really sweet, cuddling up in the forest. This one's fun. We've got the postman trying to get away from the dog after he's rather clumsily left the mail in the mailbox, and it's all falling out, and the dog just does not want to let Mr. Postman go. We've then got a couple of chickens or roosters. They've got that kind of gobbly thing going on, so maybe they're a rooster, I don't know. And they're running. You can see the movement in this. You can see by the lines, and the dogs are all running, the chickens are running towards you. It's a really good sort of, it's got a lot of movement to it, and I think it'd be a really good page when it's finished. Then we've got the shoes. No, so this is in the shoe cupboard, or your closet, or wherever you keep your shoes. I've only got about 3 pairs, so I don't need a lot of room. I'm not one of those types of women, but yes, loads and loads of shoes everywhere, and as you can see, they are getting absolutely ripped to shreds by this naughty little puppy. It's bath time now, and we've got a cute little dog. He's looking quite sad, actually. He's looking quite nervous, but most dogs are, aren't they, when taking a bath? There's bubbles absolutely everywhere, towels, really decorative tiles around the bath, and of course, what would a bath be without a rubber duck? So here we've got a cute little baby asleep with her little rabbit toy, a little teddy, and then you've got the dog with his little teddy, and my voice is getting really, really high because it's just so cute. We've got the blankets, the cushions, it just is so cozy and cuddly. This is outside what looks like a florist or a chocolate shop, or both. So we've got a couple of dogs. It looks like this guy is giving his girlfriend a little bone with a bow wrapped around it. So I guess this is Valentine's Day themed. We've got a little cherubim there. Again, we're back to the wardrobe, and this time 2 little naughty puppies are shredding up a scarf. This one is very much a world traveller page, so you can imagine it being in a library or a study. We've got the big ship, we've got the globe, we've got this little... yeah, I know what they're called, but I forgot. On top of this globe, we've got the compass, the maps, you know, rolled maps here as well. So yeah, I really like this one. This is the one that I've coloured. As you can see, it's a dog nicking the sausages out of the fridge, and I used Winsor & Newton pencils, the studio line, to colour this, and I will be reviewing those on the channel very soon. So here we've got a dog just basking in the washing basket. So obviously these are ready to go out, or maybe they've been taken in off the line, and he's just loving the weather here. It's funny because the trees look as if they are bent in the wind, and it also is a nighttime scene as well. So it's weird. You expect it to be a daytime scene, but I think it's actually, maybe it's an early evening or something. This one's really sweet. So we've got the dog in the rain puddles. You can see her reflection here, and the reflection of, well, everything really, the trees, the umbrella. It's Pomeranian, I think. Is that Pomeranian? I don't know. But again, very, very detailed. He's here among all of the wildlife and loads and loads of flowers. I'm not even sure how you would colour these really. You'd probably have to use maybe some watercolour pencil and just dot colour everywhere, because all the lines are sort of overlapping and it just looks very crazy. Oh, and that's it. So we've come to the end. Now, note on the paper, it is quite thin paper. It's not the thinnest I've ever come across, but it's quite thin. But because it's one-sided, aside from the quotes, you will be able to still use any media that you like to colour it. And as you can see, it has taken quite a few layers of pencil. So it is a pretty decent stock. It's got a slight bit of tooth to it, so it's not smooth or anything. You'll be able to use your coloured pencils, your markers, etc, etc. So how much is it? Where can you get it from? So you can get this from Amazon UK or the Book Depository, and it costs £4.94 as of this moment. Just checked it out. So it's really cheap as well. It's not going to set you back a lot, especially with it being a foreign colouring book. They always seem to be really expensive, but this one is really cheap. It's got loads and loads of hours of colouring time in it there. You can just see with the detail and the intricacy. So yes, I will be leaving the links in the description. I sound a bit drunk on this review, don't I? But I don't drink, don't fear. I'm not drunk, so it's just me. Links in the description. Let me know in the comments if you like it. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I will see you soon on Colour with Claire.